Hey, day three. So day three is all about Git and GitHub. Okay. So if you go to the resource library, you will find day three. If you open this, you will find the whole guide about it. Okay. Now, when you talk about Git and GitHub, both are different. Git is a version control system. So think of it as all of us as developer working as a team, and I will be working on a front end part, you will be working on back end part, you are working on some APIs, some other developers are also working on the back end but with other APIs. I am working on the front end for the landing page, somebody is working on something else about the product, some buttons, some drop downs, and so many things. Okay, so there's a whole big team working on different parts of that project. Okay, now I want to track, everybody is going to write the code, and I want to track who wrote what part of code and how other team members already know about that. Okay, this part is already been done, and how other people and everyone in the team can track that code. Okay, so there will be versioning of that code. Versions, you understand, when I talk about any version, mobile phone operating system, or any uh, any operating system like Windows 7. Before that there was XP, then Windows 10, then Windows 11, and so on. Same thing goes to Android phones. Okay, there are different versions of Android operating system. Okay, so these versions represent a particular line of codes on a particular time frame. Okay, when I talk about Python, so initially Python 2.7 was there, so that was the version. Okay, micro versions, mini versions, major versions like Python 2, Python 3 is a major version, Python 4 will be a major version. Okay, and when you see Python 3.10, 10 is a minor version. Okay, and mini version, then you can name it anything, but you will find so many other dots to it: 3.10.11, 3.10.12, like that. Any kind of change to the code of on any application will be considered as a new version. Okay, because continuously people are adding code to it and making it better. Okay, you will do the exact same thing. So I want to track all of those versions so that all the team members will understand what's going on completely. Okay, so Git is a software for that, and it will track everything you code on your project. Okay, and that's why it is important. All the companies who are working with different products are going to, this is a mandatory skill now. Okay, everybody is using this tool, and every company expect you that you should understand Git. Okay, so these two are very important. Now you understand basics about Git. Okay, you will read about it, you will know more about what Git means. Okay, so Git is going to do a lot of things for you. Okay, so now you, as I said, command line interface you already know about based on day 2. So there is a way of using Git through graphical user interface. Generally people don't use that because of, again, this is a graphics and we want things to work faster, so we remove the graphical part. Okay, we focus on the terminal part. Okay, or you can say the command line part. So Git bash is also available. So Git bash is going to help you push the code or do some changes with the code or track everything what you're doing, but faster. Okay, there will be um, no graphics involved. So that's why you heard this term called Git commands. Okay, in which we generally use commands to track our code and do stuff. Okay, now there are certain tasks I already added here, like creating your first repository and setting up your workspace initially, and then um, doing all the things with Git. Okay, now once you do certain steps, some initial steps, some commands with Git, and upload your changes to GitHub or any repo you created. Okay, so that will be available. that is version control. When I talk about GitHub, so GitHub is, you can consider that as a platform for developers or engineers, okay, which where you can create your profile. There will be your work, you upload your work there, you can share your work with the world, okay, you have your code there and everything, okay. I am going to create a video on that, on this particular part, that I'm going to create a repo on my profile, and I'm going to push it, uh, push all the days work in that repo, okay. So that's most important. So that is why I am going to, this is going to help you a lot, okay. So either you can follow this, or I will going to upload a video around it as well, okay. So um, you will find this particular repo on my profile. I already added a link here, so you can work on it accordingly, okay. I created this notes based on that repo, so you can check that repo on the profile and so on, okay. So um, GitHub is, if I talk about my GitHub profile, it looks like this, okay. So GitHub and the username of mine. When you talk about GitHub profile, it is more towards uh, sharing your work, and whatever you are doing, any kind of side projects, any kind of code you are doing, it will be, you can upload here and share with the world, okay. So that's why it is important, okay. And this will really help you with showing your work, okay, which is more important, because the last part of our whole challenge is the marketing, okay. So at the end of it, you have to market your work also. So you will see different repositories available in um, my profile. For example, AI engineer headquarters, you can learn anything from here, okay. All the code is available here, so like that. So you can share your work with the world like this, and that's it, okay. So this is going to help you a lot with sharing your work, and you can manage everything from here, okay. So that's why Git and GitHub are most important here. Creating a profile there is going to help you. This profile you are seeing here, I got a very good package from this particular, I got a offer for, based on this particular profile years ago, okay. So I also shared a video on YouTube around it, about it, that I got this much amount of package from this profile and how to create it. You can check that out, or I'm going to anyway going to create that video again, okay. So these are the things that you need to know about Git and GitHub, and these are most important. You are continuously going to use with all the projects that we are going to work on, okay. So that's it. One more thing I shared here about open source, that we are going to create our own, as well as we are going to contribute to already available open source out there, okay. That's why uh, like, which is most important, okay. So that's the thing, okay. So you will find all the things here, and this will be the end of day 3, okay, which are, which is the most important part. As I said, if you set up your fundamentals right, all the other days will be easy for you, okay. um that's it. That's it for day 2, and let's move forward. And I already added a problem statement for day 2 as well. So if you open this, this is again easy, but yeah, the commits will be available, and there will be questions that you need to follow, okay. So that's it. Solution will not be available, as I already told you, but yeah, you can work on it and share your work in daily wins and problem archives in Discord, okay. That's it. Bye bye.